Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Aanchal Dhir. I am from Ludhiana. Aanchal Dhir.
Aanchal?
Dhir. I am from Ludhiana. I have done my schooling from Ludhiana. I have completed my BA LLB from Army Institute of Law, Mohali, and I have completed my LLM from Punjab University, Patiala, and the result for the same is awaited.
What was the topic of your dissertation?
So my topic was criminal trespass.
Criminal trespass?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference of trespass, criminal trespass, house trespass and house breaking?
So criminal trespass generally is an offence which is committed on or above the property, and when the same
Is it
offence,
defined in IPC?
sir, under 441 of IPC, sir, when the same offence is committed in the house, it is known as house trespass, and when
My question is that suppose you commit trespass in a vehicle,
yes, sir.
will it be house trespass?
Yes, sir.
If it is a cattle shed,
Yes, sir. The same has been reiterated and clarified by the Supreme Court judgments also.
Is vehicle?
you said house only.
Sir, because they are considered as a property.
Property, yes.
But is there a definition difference in IPC and CRPC regarding place?
Sir, I am not aware about that. I'm sorry.
Place in CRPC includes vehicle.
If it is, there is a boundary wall without gate, still it will be a trespass.
Yes, sir.
Or
Of course,
there is
sir.
a 3-side boundary wall, one side open.
Sir, in whether there is boundary or whether the boundary is not there, it doesn't matter because still it will be covered under the definition of a property.
House trespass.
In case of house trespass, sir, in case of house trespass, the house basically means a dwelling place. That is a place where person lives, a place of worship,
Or keeps property.
or keeps property.
Let's define house trespass as given in IPC.
Sir, whenever the offence of trespass is committed in a place of dwelling, it is known as house
In a place
trespass. Place of dwelling or place of worship, it is known as house trespass.
Is it, we have tent, vessel,
Tent and vessel.
and what else?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
Building, tent, vessel.
Building tent and vessel.
Now, suppose the temple is, or any religious thing, is on a bullock cart,
Yes, sir.
and now you climb that bullock cart.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
house trespass?
Yes, sir. Because
No, it is building.
okay, sir.
Religious place only in a building,
Okay, sir.
not tent. Tent is if it was written. That is why specifically building is used for religious purpose.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
How many ways of house breaking are there?
Sir, 6 ways are mentioned in IPC under section 443.
Okay. Suppose I go for a walk.
Yes, sir.
I drop my keys.
Yes, sir.
You pick up my keys.
Yes.
And you go to my house and open the door. Is it an offense?
Yes, sir.
What offense?
Sir, it is the offence of housebreaking because the house was unlocked by unusual means that the owner has not at all in any way, that was not at all acceptable to the owner, and it was not in the natural way.
Okay. What are the presumptions regarding foreign judgments in CPC?
Sir, by virtue of section 13 CPC, foreign judgments are considered to be conclusive until and unless they are not based upon section 13 clause A to F.
How will you go for execution of a foreign judgment?
Sir, there are 2 aspects for the same. One is we can file a separate suit, and another one is under section 44A, and that is available only in the cases of money decree, and in that case there is direct execution, and the limitation period is also I believe 3 years.
Judgment in RAM.
Yes, sir. Judgment in rem, they are covered under section 41 of Indian Evidence Act.
It may be foreign judgment.
Sir, judgment in rem are basically the judgment based upon probate, matrimonial, and if they cover probate, matrimonial aspects, then
They
it
cover
is
property of outside country also.
sorry, sir, I am not aware about that.
What is civil miscellaneous appeal? कोर्ट में पढ़ती है ना civil miscellaneous appeal. किस चीज पे पढ़ती है?
Sir, can I guess upon this?
Yeah, please.
May, it is.
Always don't say can, you may.
Oh,
You
sorry.
can, but you may not.
Yes, sir.
Use the word may. Okay, go ahead.
Sir, I
Can
believe.
gives you a right.
Thank you, sir, for making.
This is the difference.
Sir, I believe that miscellaneous appeal is upon the
Civil miscellaneous.
civil miscellaneous appeal is upon the civil miscellaneous matters which I mentioned in
Hmm.
sections
There
of.
is one is called first appeal, second is second appeal, and third is civil miscellaneous appeal. So orders के ऊपर civil miscellaneous appeal होती है.
Okay, sir.
That's why that's what it is. This question was asked in Haryana. So civil miscellaneous appeal is normally for orders.
Okay.
Can a second appeal be passed on an appellate court's ex parte order?
Sir,
Can a second appeal be passed on an appellate court's order? First appeal order आपने ex parte था वो.
Decision of appellate court was ex parte. He may file an application for setting aside the same.
yes, sir.
Can he file the appeal also?
Sir, I believe he cannot file an appeal.
Are ex parte
because-
decrees appealable?
Sir, if the decision was passed on the basis of the merits of the case, then
Correct.
it is a appealable
Merits में
decree.
दिया appellate court ने, merits में naturally सुनेंगे appellate court है.
Indeed, sir.
So now can there be a second appeal?
Sir, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Same law of ex parte decree applies.
Okay, sir.
So provided it was heard and it was not passed in limine, in that case it will definitely be allowed. Then it is there.
Proclamation for absconding accused.
Sir, the provision regarding the same has been mentioned under section 82 of CRPC. When a person whose appearance is required in the court and he doesn't appears in the court, then court within 30 days can issue a proclamation and he can be given the status of proclaimed offender.
What is the difference between proclaimed offender
And proclamation.
proclaimed person?
Yes.
Sir, proclaimed offender is a person who is accused in the case, and proclaimed person is is an individual whose presence is required, maybe as a witness.
No. Only in certain sections proclaimed offender applies.
Serious offences are
Serious
covered
offences.
in that because complaint is also lodged.
Yes. So it always
Offence is
it
committed.
proclaimed. A proclaimed person or proclaimed offender. Proclaimed offender is only regarding certain serious sections which are given in it.
What are the precautions before recording confession under section 164?
Sir, the precautions have been given under section 281 of CRPC. That is, firstly, the oath should not be given. The magistrate needs to maintain a memorandum. The confession needs to be signed by the magistrate. The confession needs to be written down by the magistrate himself. And if magistrate is not writing down the confession, then it has to be written in his presence, and it has to be read
In
over
his?
in his presence. But if it is,
By someone else.
sir, if it is not written by the magistrate himself,
Who else can do it?
sir, maybe the officer of the court.
Can somebody else write?
Sir, I
Judge
have,
has to dictate. Nobody else can write.
This
Okay,
can't
sir.
be delegated.
okay, sir.
It's not a
It's
delegate.
a confession.
Okay, sir.
It means it can straightway lead to a conviction.
Sorry, sir. And sir, even the court has to.
He has to warn the accused.
Yes, sir. I
What
was
are the warnings?
that if the confession is made, it shall be used against him as an evidence.
First, he has to ensure whether it is
Voluntary in nature, and for that he can also ask some preliminary
If he is coming
questions.
from police custody,
Then he has to send him back to the judicial custody, and thereafter he shall be called back again, and then same he has to determine whether he is giving confession voluntarily and nothing else is disturbing him or inspiring him.
Is he supposed to give some certificate or to this effect? It is voluntary.
Sir,
memorandum he told.
memorandum, and he has to sign on beneath
He has
the
to be
memorandum.
told that you will not be sent in police custody if you don't make a confession.
Yes.
Sir, that is the right of the accused, and I believe
Not right. Judge has to inform
inform
him.
him.
ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਡਰਾ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਆਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਨਫੈਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਫਿਰ ਡੰਡੇ ਮਾਰਾਂਗੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਨਾਟ ਬੀ ਸੈਂਟ ਟੂ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕਸਟਡੀ ਈਵਨ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਡੋਂਟ ਮੇਕ ਏ ਕਨਫੈਸ਼ਨ
I'm sorry.
What is retracted confession?
Sir, when the confession is given by the accused and he before
ਪੜ੍ਹਾਉਂਦੇ
the
ਵੀ ਰਹੇ
police
ਹੋ
officer.
ਤੁਸੀਂ
No, sir.
ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਨੋਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਾਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ
Sir,
you have to submit
sure.
not should be less ਹਾਂਜੀ
Sir, when the confession is given by the accused before the police officer, and then he sends the accused to the magistrate to record his confession, and when the stage of trial comes,
can police be present at the time of recording of confession?
No, sir, that is going to put an influence on the accused, because of which he might change his statement.
Where he will go, who will identify him that he is the person?
Sir, the police has to escort him to the magistrate of a
Then-
magistrate's court, and thereafter the
ਜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਆ ਜਾਏ
sir, then it is
accused himself comes to court that I want to make a confession, can he come?
I believe yes, sir.
No. Law is very clear.
Okay, sir.
He has to be produced by the police.
Okay, sir.
He may come, even witness may come 164 ਲਿਖਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ, but investigating officer has to be notified.
Yes.
If he says yes, it be recorded, then it is to be recorded.
Through the.
Okay, sir.
Okay, can a conviction be based on only oral dying declaration?
Sir, if it inspires the confidence of the court, but the rule of prudence under section.
What is a settled law by the Supreme Court?
Sir, rule of prudence under 158 Indian Evidence Act says the same must be corroborated and contradicted, because it involves the matter of conviction, and hence the rule of prudence should apply.
Okay, suppose there is an oral dying declaration. What will be the rule of prudence you will apply?
Sir, as a judge, I will first of all determine to whom the confession was given and what was the.
No, firstly, each and every word must be reproduced verbatim. That's the most important aspect.
Yes, sir. And what was the mental state of the deceased at the time he was giving.
When a dying declaration is being recorded,
Yes,
do
sir.
you need a certificate of the doctor?
Sir, when it is recorded in the hospital, in those cases, the.
Suppose it is the person is dying on a road
Yes, sir.
and he's just dying and the police reaches.
Sir, in those cases, it is not at all easy to get the doctor on the spot, because
So
person
then-
is in dying state. In those cases, it is not necessary to obtain a medical certificate.
Any landmark judgment on this?
Sir, I'm not aware about the
Lakshman
judgment.
versus State of Maharashtra.
Okay, sir.
What are wagering contracts?
Ma'am, the wagering contracts are the contracts in which there is no matter of consideration, and there are chances of winning and losing, and the parties have no interest in the subject matter. The mere interest is in the winning and losing of the contract, and there is an uncertain future event which may or may not happen.
Is lottery an actionable claim?
Ma'am, lottery is a wagering agreement, so it is not at all an actionable claim.
Suppose if you win a lottery,
Yes, ma'am.
will it be considered as an actionable claim?
Ma'am, if the lottery is the one which is organized by the government, then in those cases it is an actionable claim. But otherwise, if it is in lottery which is organized by private acts or private parties, then it is not at
ਦੋ
all
ਬੰਦੇ
an.
ਸ਼ਰਤ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਅੱਜ ਮੀਂਹ ਪਊਗਾ, ਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਏਗਾ, ਪੈਸਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਤ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ. ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦਿਸ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ?
Sir, this is a wagering contract. Wagering agreement, I must say, not contract.
So claim, like if you have won a lottery, so is that claim enforceable in a court of law?
Ma'am, as I said, that wagering agreements are not at all enforceable, so they are not enforceable.
ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ?
Sir, in that case, this is an enforceable claim because it was organized by an appropriate authority.
What is pala or turn of worship?
Ma'am, I'm not aware about same.
Okay, suppose A transfers property to B and he puts a condition that you are going to get the property on 31st August. But before 31st August, B, that is the transferee in this case, he further transfers the property to C. Is the transaction valid?
Ma'am, by the virtue of specific relief act, the transfer which has taken place is perfectly valid, but when the transferee, that is B, he receives the property, he has to pass on the title to the new transferee, provided he has undertaken this transaction in good faith and without any notice of the previous transaction.
Okay. So basically you have to judge the transaction at the time of the transfer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So today is 8th August.
Yes,
so my
ma'am.
question to you was
Perfect.
whether before 31st August the transaction will be considered as valid, the transfer from B to C. Did B had vested interest?
Ma'am, in this case, since the title of the B is also incomplete, the title of the new transferee will also be incomplete.
No, B had vested interest
Okay.
because it was dependent upon a certain date.
Yes.
Certain event. 31st August is bound to happen. Nobody
Yes,
can
ma'am.
stop it.
Yes.
So B had vested interest. So therefore, today on 8th August, he is very much entitled to transfer it to anyone he wants.
लुधियाने से senior charge
That will be also.
My last question to you, why is KG Premchankar important in evidence?
Sir,
The judgment of KG Premchankar.
sir, I am not aware about the
I'll give
judgment
you a hint, section 43.
section.
43.
Sir, section 43 of Indian Evidence Act, it deals with the relevancy of judgment only.
Can a civil, suppose a civil judgment has been passed,
Yes, sir.
can I use the appreciation of evidence of a civil judgment in a criminal judgment or vice versa?
Sir, only the portions of admissions, confessions, and according to section 33 of Indian Evidence Act, whatever has been said, written or used in a proceeding can be used at a subsequent stage of the same
Anything which was
proceeding.
said, written or no, that means appreciation of evidence.
Indeed, sir.
No.
But
You can't use. See, basically, there is no bar on a criminal proceeding to follow a civil or vice versa. But then, having said this, the appreciation
Binding
of
force
evidence,
नहीं होएगी.
then you can't use that.
okay, sir.
Only thing relevant
Previous statement आ सकती है उस केस
is
में.
admission,
And
confession,
confessions.
or what was the actual decision.
Decision of
That
the
is why
court.
KG Premchankar was asked in Haryana 4-5 times. Please be with me. Right? पंजाबी चीज पूछा है हाँ बहुत बार पूछ रहे हैं केजी प्रेमचंकर पढ़ जा सारे हैं इसमें ना वीएम शाह है शुरू से केएम शरीफ का केस है
Okay.
सारे केसेस हैं 43
सभी हो गए.
अच्छा.
you done very well Aanchal.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think we are very happy with you.
लुधियाना is known for
So Ludhiana is known for industries and cycle parts, and moreover Ludhiana is also been declared as a smart city.
smart.
Smart city under
You
smart
are
city
smart.
project.
Beta, you have done very well.
You are a smart judge.
And
Thank
we
you,
are really happy. You're very thorough, very confident, pleasant, and I think.
थोड़ा सिर दी मोमेंट काट कर.
Sorry, sir. I'll work on that.
If you can.
Yes, sir.
बट बी नेचुरल अकड़ा के भी नहीं रखना भी हिलन नहीं देना हैगा थोड़ी बहुत ही मोमेंट तो रहेगी.
Okay, sir.
But just be little more smiling. I think you were looking little tired or rather little apprehensive. So, baki
Okay, sir.
everything you get.
घर वापस जाना है
Yes, sir.
वो से कर.
So you get 120 out of 150.
Thank you, sir.
The board was very happy with you.
Thank you.
You are a
Thank you, sir.
definite judge.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू.
May I take the leave of the bench?
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
you.
God bless.